If there's a skill I could have new shooters do to really give them the best future for shooting going forward, or a skill that I need most advanced shooters to fix, that's trigger discipline.
This is the art of defense.
For most people, as they start to go and engage the trigger, what'll happen is they'll put their finger on the trigger and slack out. And as they increase the pressure, the shot will go off, their finger will fly off of the trigger when they're done. And what happens is that as people start to go faster, they'll start to ingrain certain bad habits like flinching and crushing that really make us ineffective in using this for our personal security. So I'm gonna show you 2 drills that you can use to really gain discipline over that trigger finger. So the first drill we want to work on to get that good trigger finger discipline is something we call the single shot finger to the rear drill. The idea is very simple. Magazine of 1 would go into my firearm, I would load it and make it ready. I've got my target downrange. From there I'm going to set myself up, finger to the rear, slack out, slowly increase the pressure until I get a surprise break. My goal in this drill is to make sure that my finger does not fly off the trigger. It stays in place. And I take a moment after that shot goes off to say, finger stayed there. Okay, now I'm going to reset, finger off the trigger, assess. Once you can do it with a single round in the magazine, go ahead and put multiple rounds in the magazine. And now you can stand and do it as a string. So finger on the trigger, slack out, slowly increase the pressure, bang, the gun would cycle. I would now say to myself, okay, reset, and I go back to position, finger off the trigger, assess, or I could go into the next shot. The entire goal here is that with every shot that we make, our finger goes through a specific pathway of starting with slack out on the trigger, increasing the pressure to the brake, and then resetting back to that slack out position in a very disciplined way. Now that you've got that built with the single shots, we should do a drill that we call a burst fire drill. The way that this drill works is that we would load, say, 10 rounds into our magazine. You could fill it all the way up, and we've got our target downrange. And now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go and shoot and steadily increase my pace with every single shot, working the whole time to make sure that my good discipline occurs. Remember the circle I talked about from slack out, increase the pressure to the brake, and then back to that nice reset? I want to start to work on especially speeding up the reset. And so you'd have slow pressure, bang, reset, slow pressure, bang, reset. And until we get that to work out, we'll get piece by piece faster and faster with every single shot. So work on this drill to really improve your ability to run and manipulate this firearm right now.
This has been the Art of Defense, brought to you by Viridian Weapon Technologies. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe.